Hey, my magical friends. Welcome to another Witchful Ways podcast episode. I am Annika, offering you insight, guidance, tools to live a magical life every single day. Okay, so we are in mid-April now, and this has become the time of year for a lot of us where we do spring cleaning, right? We start clearing out the clutter in our house. We start reorganizing things. We start figuring out what do we need to remove from our space to, make things lighter and brighter and feel cleaner and fresher. And the same thing happens or should be happening with you when it comes to spiritual cleansing as well, right? We embrace the spirit of spring cleaning, but we have to be looking at the transformative journey of spiritual cleansing to refresh and rejuvenate our inner selves as well. So whether you're seeking to find that balance in a busy life, to cultivate more peace, to explore new ways to connect with your spiritual essence, there is something for everyone to be able to work on in that kind of transformative spring cleaning. So the power of spiritual cleansing can happen, and I'm going to talk about this first, through meditation. Okay, so we are constantly, in this day and age, we are constantly juggling a million different things every day, right? We're managing our stress as well. We're striving to be successful in our work life. And amidst all of that, we tend to neglect our spiritual well-being. Spiritual cleansing, though, through meditation can be a secret weapon. It can help you thrive in your business and in life. So I want to dive in a little bit into the benefits of incorporating meditation into your life's journey. One is that you're going to gain clarity and focus, right? Life is a journey. All of it's a journey. It's filled with decisions, big ones, small ones, every day, so many choices that you have to make. And it's crucial that you have clarity and focus when it comes to making those decisions. Meditation can act like a mental reset button. It clears away all the mental clutter, right? Kind of like cleaning out your closet, clears away all that mental clutter, and it allows you to see those things with greater clarity. As you meditate, you learn to quiet the noise and the distractions that are around you, and you hone in on what truly matters, right? You come to a point of equilibrium, and that clarity can be invaluable in making informed decisions and in setting strategic goals for yourself, as well as in connecting to your intuitive and psychic and mediumship skills, talents, and gifts too. Meditation also is a great stress reducer. Just being alive is stressful, right? To say the least. You have all kinds of different pressures that are going on. You have the weights of different responsibilities, and all of that can take a toll on your well-being, your physical and mental and emotional health. Meditation is a proven stress buster that helps you to manage all of that and reduces stress levels effectively and without any outside things, right? By practicing meditation regularly, you get to activate your own body's relaxation response. You reduce the production of your stress hormones. A big one a lot of you may know of is cortisol, right? That not only helps you feel more calm and centered, but it also gives you resilience in facing things that you have to head on, and reducing your cortisol levels, of course, has other health benefits to it as well. Working with meditation also gives you enhanced creativity. That is the livelihood of our magical essence, right? Whether you're thinking of new ideas, you're solving problems, that thinking outside the box, right? Your creativity fuels a lot of the decisions and choices that you're going to be making, and your own personal growth. So meditation has been shown to boost that creativity by enhancing your ability to think outside the box, right? The ability to generate creative ideas by exploring a lot of different possible solutions to issues that you're having. So when you meditate, you tap into that subconscious mind and you unlock those new perspectives, fresh ideas, and all of that can propel you forward. It also gives you improved emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a key leadership skill, and you can't overlook it, right? We have to be able to learn to control our emotions. Emotional intelligence is understanding and managing your own emotions, as well as being able to empathize with other people. Meditation cultivates that self-awareness, and it helps you to tune into your own thoughts, feelings, and reactions. And as you become more attuned to your own emotions, you develop greater empathy and understanding towards other people, which of course brings about better relationships with people that you work with, people that you're friends with, spouses, children, all of it, right? Meditation can increase your productivity. Time is precious. Time is the only finite thing that we have, right? In this lifetime. So it's a precious thing. Meditation can help you make the most of your time. It improves your focus. It reduces distractions. It enhances your thinking. It can significantly boost your productivity in that way. When you meditate, you train your brain to stay present and focused on the task at hand, allowing you to accomplish more in less time. Plus, the mental clarity and the energy you gain from meditation can lead to a better work-life balance, and it ensures that you have time for both your work, family, personal life, spiritual, right? It lets you kind of find that balance within it. Meditation also gives you spiritual growth and fulfillment. This is big, right? Spiritual cleansing through meditation offers huge personal growth and fulfillment. We a lot of times, again, just in daily life, get caught up in the external measures of our success, right? The amount that we're making in our job, the titles that we, have, our growth metrics, whatever they are, that we compare ourselves to in our own thoughts of what is success. While those things are while those things are important, I can't talk today again. True fulfillment comes from within, right? Your happiness comes from within. And meditation connects you to your inner self, and it helps you discover your purpose, your values, your deepest desires, what it is that you truly want. And it aligns you to your higher sense of purpose and meaning, enriching not just your spiritual aspect and your connection to spirit and your intuition, but your life as a whole. Right? So it's a fast-paced world, and taking time for spiritual cleansing through meditation might seem like, where am I supposed to do that? What time do I have for that? However, when you choose to take just a few minutes, it offers that clarity, that stress reduction, that enhanced creativity, that improved emotional intelligence, your increased productivity and spiritual growth. That's invaluable. Like, that's priceless. And it can elevate yourself, your vibration, your frequency, put you into alignment and get you manifesting so much faster, right? And so when I talk about meditation, you can do things. A lot of times we think of, when somebody says meditation, we think of that sitting still and mantras and having to take a 10-minute guided journey, and those kind of things. And I have to tell you that you do not have to do that, right? Meditation, and especially in my Manifesting with Magic course, the first in the MAGICK, M, in manifesting is movement. And that is movement with meditation. And what happens is when you get out and you do things that you normally enjoy, those can be meditative states. You've all probably heard of walking meditation. So one of my favorite things to do every day is to walk. If I can get out for 15 minutes, great. If I can get out for, up to an hour, that's even better for me, depending on the weather, because I'm in the Midwest, but to be able to hone in on just being able to connect with my own thoughts while I'm walking, while I'm looking at the birds or the lake or whatever it is that I may be looking at, right? and enjoying. So there's that kind of meditation, any kind of movement. If you like to do dancing, one of the best ways that you can raise your vibration, clear yourself from negativity and bring your vibration up, right? Like just make you feel happier is movement of your body to music. We also call that dancing. However, you can dance as beautifully as you'd like to, but you can also just crazy dance. Dancing like nobody is ever going to see you. Just let go and let your body move in a way that it wants to. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be choreographed, right? You are just moving. Even if that's standing in one spot and just closing your eyes and gently swaying back and forth, that movement is going to get you into a meditative state, which then you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I've got these intrusive thoughts, right? Again, you get to that point of equilibrium where you learn that you accept all of that noise and all of those feelings and everything else that's going on around you, but you train your mind to focus on one spot. Now, if you are in my Inner Circle membership, there is a free 30-day meditation course in there, which will take you through step by step by step how to get to that state. So that's why I feel that when you're talking about cleansing, you should include not only your physical space when it comes to spring cleaning, but your mental and emotional space as well, and your spiritual cleansing, right? So now let's talk about cleansing in the astral sense. So when we are going to smudge our home, right? When we're going to do that, there is a point, and there's another podcast episode that is out there somewhere. Are you smudging or are you cleansing too much? And here's the thing is when we are cleansing, no matter what type of cleansing that we're using, if you're doing it on a daily basis, if you're doing it on, a very frequent schedule, you could be clearing out positive energies that you want there in the home as well. Okay. So I'm not saying, again, I'm always about you do you, witchy poo, right? I will never tell you how to do your own practice because your own practice is yours. Your belief system is yours and yours alone. You need to be emotionally connected and have a belief in all of the parts of it for it to work for you. So I'm always going to support if you cleanse daily, that's great. But if you are cleansing at a very frequent schedule, you may want to adjust what it is or the areas that you are cleansing. Just again, because there may be some energies that are there. I mean, the point of cleansing is to remove energies, right? And sometimes universe puts energies or our spirit team puts energies into our place and space because we need that to be able to fall into that placement so that the next thing can happen properly within that space. And hopefully that makes sense, right? Like if you set up dominoes and if you think of your manifesting efforts and endeavors as each task that you do, each thing that you do is a domino that you're setting up so that your dominoes start at where you're at and they end at where whatever it is that you're working to achieve and or receive, right? So you want to set them up. But what happens is from where you're at, you have to tip that first domino. And it has to be able to hit the next one that has to be in the right place to hit the next one to the next one to the next one so that you can create that path to where it is that you want to be or where you want to, whatever you want to achieve or receive, right? So if we are cleansing consistently, we may be battling what it is that is effective for us or necessary for us to be able to have the next step fall into place for us as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. Again, you do you no matter what it is. What type of cleansing can you do? Well, I personally, when I'm cleansing my space in my home, I open up all of the windows. I start at the upper back corner. I have 2 floors, not including my basement, 3 floors totally if you include my basement, right? I have an upper floor that I will start there and move down and through upper back corner, move down over to the stairway, right down, and then start on the first floor, the main floor, in the back corner. And by back corner, I mean furthest place away from my front door. And I will start there, and I will cleanse throughout every single room, space, corners, everything like that, and move it towards my front door. Now, I also have a basement. My basement tends to lead to the back, not tends to lead, it does lead up the stairs right out a back door. So what I do is I go into the basement and I take that energy and I cleanse and I move it right out the back door. Just for me, because again, I'm always you do you, witchy poo. Some people will say you can only press, or send that energy out the front door. But my belief is that as long as it's getting out a door, right? Why do I open the windows? Well, that's so that energy can immediately escape. That's so that, so here, the funny thing that I've seen one time is a meme that shows like all of the ghosts, you've got all of your windows closed and your doors closed and you're smudging or you're cleansing in whatever way that you're doing it. Sound, it doesn't have to be smudging, right? It can be, sound or vibration, whatever it is. You can take a pot and a wooden spoon and bang it around your house if that's how you want to cleanse. Again, you do you, right? But if you have all the windows and the doors closed, even if you're not using smoke, because that's one of the reasons you want to have things open. If you're using smoke, it can become overpowering, especially if you have animals, right? You don't want to be doing it around birds and things like that. But it allows that to go out, but it also allows your energy, the energy to be able to dissipate through those. Now, here's the thing, and the one thing that I'm going to tie this up with is that when you are cleansing, there is one thing that you need to make sure that you are doing that most people do not do, and that is that you have to fill the void that you have created in your home or your space or yourself with something so that whatever you just cleansed out doesn't fall back into it. You don't just accept whatever it is in that metaphorical hole or void that you just left. Think of digging a hole in sand or in dirt, whatever. And if you dug the hole and you just leave it open, what's going to happen? Either the surrounding sand or dirt is going to fall back into it, or other things are going to fill the hole. And you have no control over that, right? So when you are cleansing, your last and final step should always be to make sure that you invite that positive energy, however you bring that positive energy into yourself, bright light coming in, right? And filling everything that you have just cleansed is the last step of cleansing to ensure that you do not have to have a daily cleansing, because if you have filled that void with positive energy, that secures that space for a very long period of time. Stuff just can't come back in. And I tend to find when I have conversations with clients and students, when it says, well, I just cleansed, but now it feels like it's really heavy energy in here again. My first question is always going to be, did you fill the void with positive energy, or did you just allow everything to just seep back in? So that is the last step. If you want the full cleansing guide that I have, it is free. You can go to witchfulways.com, hit the free resources page, and you'll be able to get that guide along with, I think 7 or 8 other guides and some mini courses on there as well. And with that, I hope that you will take the opportunity when you're doing your spring cleaning in your physical sense, that you also think about your own self as well as your astral space, right? Your magical space. And then, of course, like I said, with meditation, get into a practice. It can be literally a 2-minute per day where you just sit and try not to think of things, right? And just ask for information or guidance to come through from your guides, because they are there ready, willing, and able to be able to connect with you. You just have to open yourself up so that you can understand when they're connecting and what they're saying. And with that, thank you for joining me again for another podcast episode. Be sure that you head over to witchfulways.com so that you can check out that free resources page and get your hands on all the witchy goodness that's over there. Lots of guides and mini courses that are available to you free. And you can also check out all the other witchy offerings I have going on. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day. Until next time.